Today in the show, I've got my Asian brother, King Khang, on the channel, and I have not seen this guy in over 4 years, and we're going to talk about the best ways to wholesale in 2026. What's up, bro?
Dude, Pineda, it is such an honor to be back, dude, and be here with you, bro.
Yeah.
And, dude, you're looking good every single day, bro.
Dude, you got the tightest shirt that I've ever seen on the show, and you're ready to go.
Bro, honestly, dude, this is the best shirt ever. It's stretchy, dude, and you can, like, I work out in this. Like, people think, like, I do it to get view, but I actually work out in these, dude. Like, they
work out in a dress shirt.
Yeah, dude. Why? Like, bro, time is money. I go from the gym straight here.
And you dressed like that?
I dress exactly like this, dude.
I'm not even gonna ask what you did. So, anyways, let's talk wholesaling, bro.
Yeah.
You've been wholesaling since what?
I've been a real estate investor for over 15 years. When I first started, got into real estate, I started out as a fix and flip because that's what my mentor does. Then obviously, you know, the fix and flip, dude, I got crushed.
Yeah.
I suck at it. And 4.5 years in, I got about $1.5 million tied up, and Uncle Sam was coming after me. And bro, I thought that I was going to file bankrupt and lose everything. And then that's when I merged into wholesaling.
Yeah.
It saved my butt. But fast forward, so I've been virtually wholesale for the past 7.5 years.
Yeah.
But 2025, I got my ass kicked.
You know, it's funny because we've been having a lot of people on the show recently. We're talking about, you know, the last couple of years have been tough. We don't have our co-host Brian here today because his wife just went into labor. So we were gonna talk about his strategy, and he's the eternal pessimist.
Okay.
But yeah, last night we were at the bar and we were talking about it, and you're like, bro, 2025 was tough. I made a ton of mistakes, and now we're fixing that here in 26.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what not to do. What were you doing in 25 that is no longer working?
So in 2025, I mean, our main strategy of generating leads was through cold calling. We got like 3 VAs, they pound a phone 8 hours a day. You know, they get a distress property list and they just pound. And with all the rules, the regulations comes out. And maybe cold calling might work for you, but for us, it just stopped working. It's just stopped working. But we just keep on doing it, seeing that maybe we were like, hey, maybe we just need to, I don't know, hit a different hit list or whatever. But then we realized after that, but the biggest thing for me in 2025 was it's not just the real estate, but then the mistake that I made in 2024 that caught up with me. I just kind of I wasn't on top of my game. I was just kind of all over the place. And I was my VAs and we were signing up for a bunch of shit that I didn't even know. Our overhead went from literally from 10,000 to like over 100,000 a month.
Yeah.
And I woke up and I said, what the and then launched, man, it was a mess. So 2025 was like a slap in the face, like wake the F up, Kong, like, dude, what's going on? And then that's the 2020 was like cleaning up the mess and then finding new strategies. So, and I know you say this when I first met you. What works a year ago, 2 years ago, might not work today. What got you from A to B ain't gonna get you come from like B to C.
Yeah.
So that's why we starting to make, you know, changes and shift. So for us now, the strategy we're focused on to get leads, and it's working really well, is we do Facebook ads, we do text blasts, and we do direct mail.
Got it.
And it's been good.
Facebook ads, text blasts, and direct mail. Well, we'll hop into that here in a second. But I just want to go back to like how it ballooned so fast from, you know, when we first met. I got to give props to you because we met in a mastermind, and you know, you were like, yo, you need to make TikToks. You need to make TikTok. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to make TikToks. This is stupid. And you're like the only wholesaler or real estate investor on TikTok at the time.
Yep.
And you were telling everyone to do it. And then COVID hit and you sent me a text and you're like, did you start your TikTok? Did you start your TikTok? And I was like, fine, dude, I'll start my TikTok. And that literally changed the course of my life because it took off, and then Reels and social media. So I got to give props to you for pushing me to do that.
Oh, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. But man, I wish I would have never told Pineda that because he got in, man, and this cat just blew up, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, you did really, really well. Like, you came in and, dude, I have mad respect for the way that you're, as an entrepreneur, the way that you do business. When you decided you want to do something, You just flock in and you just go all in and not look back.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
I
And
appreciate that.
I think that's what really actually got you where you are today, man.
Met you. It was the TikTok thing and this guy just making all these funny videos and getting the Monet and everything else. Are you still yelling all that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, you know, my whole thing is, you know, I always try to stay true to, obviously, who I am. Like, whatever I'm on camera, I do. That's exactly what I am off camera. But
because you were always lean back then, just making fun videos.
Yeah.
You had all the VAs and just you and Lon doing your thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, we always wanted, you know, Lon and I, we don't want big business. We don't want big operations. We don't want a big, humongous overhead. I don't want to wake up with, you know, with a 6-figure a month overhead. And here I am, caught myself with exactly what I didn't want. And honestly, dude, I think that when you're in the game, it's really hard to say what happened. Because I was so in the game that I just started to do so many things. And I think that I got my hand into too many different jars, doing too many different shit that I don't know, that I shouldn't even got in. And then I lose track of what actually got me here. I lose track of what actually got me, that actually make me the money. And I think that the business becomes boring. Then I'll be like, then I find something that's exciting.
Yeah.
So I was jumping into, obviously, you know, the cryptos and just a bunch of stuff, man. And, you know, I was not on top of my wholesaling business. Like, I was not on top of it. And I was just, you know, my VA say, hey, Khang, we need this. So I said, okay, I didn't even double check. I was like, okay, sign up. So all of a sudden we're getting systems, we're getting software that we're double paying. Yeah.
4 CRMs.
Yeah, no, literally, we were double paying for shit that we shouldn't. And like I said, like, I wasn't on top of my business. I was, you know, people talk about, you know, build it so you can hands off. But honestly, dude, unless you have a very, very good COO that has massive skin in the game, that can operate like you in that business, so you can actually take your hand off. But for me, like, I don't have that person yet. And I was just trying to pull away and building other things. And
so were you spending the 100K on like more marketing? What were you spending?
Yes.
How much marketing were you spending?
Dude, we went from like a $17,000 a month in marketing to all of a sudden dropping $50,000 to $60,000 a month in marketing.
Okay.
And I was getting leads coming in, but I stopped meeting with my team. You
expected them to close.
Correct. And I wasn't on top of it. So all the leads comes in, lock it up or not. Like, I didn't really even know what's going on with my business. Then obviously I got my education, believe it or not, but that's probably one of the big mistakes with my education is I overpay someone to run my education. I was paying him like, dude, $40K a month.
Whoa.
I know.
You should have just paid me. I'll work for you.
I just come on, man. Shit, Pineda. But yeah, man, that was one of the biggest things. Like, I was spraying in, but like, I didn't track my money like we used to. And
you paid this guy $40K a month. You're just like, you're just gonna do it,
bro. It was crazy. So for me, it's like, for me, Pineda, it's like, you know, it's like. No, you know, the biggest thing is I gotta give shout out to my wife. Dude, if it weren't for Lon, bro, I don't think that I'll be sitting here, dude. Like, I'll be still cleaning up, dude. She literally came into the business within 6 months, bro. She cleaned everything up.
Mm-hmm.
So now we took our overhead from 100K back down to, like, I think 10,000. Now that's just system employee. That's not including marketing. We spent about another 10,000 a month in marketing. But she took an overhead over 100,000 down to where it is today, dude. So she came in, she cleaned everything up. She let people go that wasn't supposed to be there.
But what was Lon doing during this time? Because she was always, you know, for those who don't know, that's your wife.
Yep.
And you guys, she was always kind of in the business as an operator. Because you're definitely not an operator.
No,
everybody, you're a promoter and an idea guys. Yeah. So, but like, what was she doing during this time? Because that kind of was what her role was.
Yeah. I think with Lon too is she didn't enjoy it.
So she just wanted to be out too.
Correct. Like, she didn't enjoy it. So she's starting getting into the beauty product.
Oh.
So that's when TikTok shop was blowing up.
Oh, she was selling beauty products?
Correct. So like she loves that. She loves the makeup and obviously, like, most girls do.
Yeah.
So with TikTok blowing up with, you know, hey, live selling live. So she got into that. And then she also pulls away from, she just didn't enjoy the whole wholesaling game and training people and hiring, and all that. But she knew now that she has to step in and clean up the mess and get it done because I couldn't do it.
Mm. So she comes in, cuts everything, basically.
Yep.
Keeps the necessities.
Yep.
And now you guys are here in 26.
That's right. And it's and I'm excited for 2026.
Yeah.
Just because we clean up the mess that we're supposed to clean up, right? And we're starting fresh. And we're basically figuring out the things that's actually working now.
Yeah.
And we're laser focused on what we need to do now. Yep.
So let's talk about that. And both of us are running different business models. And even Brian, I wish you were here now because he's running an even different business model than us. And so I'll speak for him on what he's doing too for the viewers. But all three of us are actually, I guess we're running similar things in that we're all running virtual, but we have different marketing and different people we're going after. So tell me about your business and strategy for 26 and wholesale.
So for wholesaling, we cut our VAs. We used to have like a team of 7 or 8 VAs. We're now 2 VAs. They both did dispo. And then obviously with AI now, Lon's able to build, dude, she didn't know she built her own AI now that we're able to now get them to take, obviously incoming calls.
Okay.
So the AI will qualify and filters and make offer on warm to cold lead.
It's voice AI or texting?
Voice.
So it's picking up the phone.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is, I only call the hot leads.
Once they've been qualified by the AI.
They'll set the appointment for me to call.
Yep.
So I'm now locking up deals. And then once I lock it up, it goes straight over to my transactional coordinator, which is disposition.
Yep.
So that 2 VAs, her job is to sell it, to dispo it.
So you're the acquisition guy now.
Yep. Correct.
And then you have 2 VAs doing dispo.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep.
And before you had acquisitions as VAs too.
Correct.
See, for me, I never believed that, like with people. I'm like, dude, I don't believe that VAs lock up deals like that.
Yeah.
But they were this whole time. Until they weren't.
Yeah, correct. Correct. Like that's the thing. That's when you see with the whole thing is when you have employee, it's like you got to stay on top of them. Like you just can't just trust them to do their thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I just kind of trust them and just kind of let them go. We used to have meetings every single day, like a powwow.
Yeah.
And I stopped that because I was focused on some other things that I shouldn't be focusing on.
So you were managing the VAs back then. Were they kind of acting as the AI and you were closing?
Correct. So we used to have 3 VAs. All they do is cold call. So they qualify, filter the leads. They set the appointment. Me and another VAs is a purchase manager, right? We split up depending on my day.
So that other VA did close deals.
They did close deal, but then they also locking up deals at a very high price.
Right.
That didn't make sense.
Got it.
But, Pineda, now that you brought up about, AI closing or VA closing deals, man, I now trust AI to close deals more than a VA would.
Yeah.
Would be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I, whenever people think they can just close deals with VAs, I'm like, I don't think so. AI, we use AI for texting right now. We haven't really dialed it in for voice that great, but, yeah, it's interesting because our model is right now. Actually, I didn't ask this, but I'll go into my model after. Are you guys only doing Seattle like you used to do?
No, so we only used to focus on Washington states.
Yeah,
and then we started to expand our market. And we used to do Washington. That's my main, like 80%, and then the other 20% would be like Arizona and Florida. But now we are into, I just found this out last night. I mean, we're in 15 different markets because of Facebook ads. I mean, Facebook ads has been really, really good for us. Like last month, we spent about $6,000 on Facebook ads, and I think we netted $84,000. Well, I shouldn't say netted, but we made 84.
Right.
Yep, $84K.
And you just do it. So you're nationwide wholesale now.
I guess. Yep.
Yeah. It's funny because I made that shift in 24. So now I'm on year 3 of nationwide.
Damn.
And I kind of said that for a long time. I'm like, guys, it's so expensive in major Seattle's super expensive.
Yep.
Vegas, SoCal, they're all really expensive. And I just kind of saw the math on the wall, and I'm like, man, it's just it's not that you can't be profitable, but I'm like, bro, it's really hard, and the stakes are high when a lead is $1,000.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
on a PPC lead or whatever. You better have A+ killers. A VA can't work $1,000 lead.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, I switched all nationwide in 24. Took about a year in 24 to really kind of perfect it and figure it out. 25 was good, and now 26 is even better.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, right now we're filming in January. We've got like 180K closed right now.
Nice.
And yeah, I think we have like 250 assigned already.
Damn.
So that's all nationwide. None of that's, well, maybe one of them's in Vegas or something, but Vegas is now just part of the nationwide that we do. But I mean, we're doing deals everywhere, and like, it's all Facebook. Literally, I don't do anything but Facebook in all my businesses. Hey, if you're looking to get started in real estate investing, then you need to use our Cashflow 2.0 system. We give you all the motivated seller leads. We give you software, one-on-one coaching, and everything you need to start your real estate investing business. And we've seen so much success from our students with this system that we are willing to guarantee it. So if you want to learn how it all works and how you can get your first real estate deal today, go on over to wealthyinvestor.com and apply. Someone from our team will get with you, and you could have your first deal within a week once you get on this system. So head on over to wealthyinvestor.com and we'll see you there.
Like, dude, for those of you who haven't got your Facebook set up or figured out or whatever it is, man, dude, those Facebook ads, if you set it up right, your cost per leads, it's going to be a lot cheaper than if you were to do direct mail, PPC. You know, like, I think it works so well, man.
Are you on the ads?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not. So Lon would run these, she would use AI.
Some random fake person.
Correct, for video. But she said that, dude, the form is way better.
Just
pictures.
Video.
Yes. Yeah. So she said that set up your pictures, right? And then don't send them to the funnel.
Yeah.
Don't send them to your website, but just send them straight to the form where they can fill out.
Lead form.
Yep, yeah. Lead form. Yep. Straight for the information.
I would say don't do that.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is coming from millions spent on Facebook.
Okay.
Across lots of things, not just home buying.
Sure.
You for sure will get cheaper leads doing lead forms, but the quality is way worse.
Okay.
So for us, we never do lead forms in any business. I mean, I've experimented with them a lot. And you know, it just depends how much friction do you want on the customer, right? A lead form is the least amount of friction.
True.
A big, massive application is the most amount of friction.
Right.
But clearly the person who fills out the app is much more intent than the lead form. So like there's a balance.
Yep.
So anyways, yeah, we personally make them fill out. It's not even a big app. It's literally just name, email, phone number, address, but it's on the website.
Okay. So you guys would lead them to the website.
Yep.
For us,
Facebook, you do it within Facebook.
Correct. We do within Facebook, and then we put all the qualification, obviously, you know, your home price, what you want, yada, yada, yada.
Well, see, we don't even do that.
Really?
So you guys are kind of, it might be working for you then because you're making them still do a lot.
Correct. So basically they would have to figure out, okay, is it occupied? Is it currently listed?
Yeah.
How much they want? Is there a mortgage? What's the reason for selling? So we put all the qualifications. That's how, when we get the lead comes in, that's how we identify what's hot, what's warm, and what's cold.
Yeah.
So the hot leads, obviously, you got to jump on it right away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah. So I guess if you do it that way, you're making them fill out a lot of questions. So it's probably still getting the same quality. Do you know what your cost per lead is?
I would have to check with Lon.
Okay.
Yep. But Pineda, so what do you think about pictures versus a video? Which one do you guys get better results?
So we do both. Both work is the answer. But typically for me anyways, I'm the video. So the video usually works because people recognize me.
Interesting.
So like all of our leads, like even the leads our students get are me. So that's part of like the point of Wealthy Investor. When I switched this whole model, I was like, I'm going to do your leads for you. And so they get this, and I tell them, I go, they're literally the same exact leads, my face, my brand to you.
Yep.
And you can't buy that. Like, you know, the people can try to learn how to do Facebook ads, but you're not going to do them better than me.
Yep.
and you don't have brand.
Yep.
Like that's just, but you can have literally what I have.
Yep.
So,
Pineda, talking, when you mention about, Vegas, Seattle, like last night I was talking to some member at, Fortune Mastermind.
Yep.
He said just to compete and get deals in Vegas, you need to drop at least 50 to 100,000 a month in marketing.
I believe it.
Just to compete with these sharks. So for me, when you said Seattle, dude, we don't target King County.
Yeah.
Because I remember this is like way back when I even started my social media, we trying to jump into King County, dropped like 30,000 marketing, literally got like 2 calls, and both of them have 5 other investor.
Yep.
And I think if you're in those kind of market, locking them virtually is hard. Yeah, you got to go meet in
lock
person.
them virtual. You have to go in person. Yep. Yeah, and that's what I learned too. You know what was interesting? Even when we were figuring out Facebook, we first started this blend of Vegas and nationwide. And what I found in Vegas anyways was that when we did it on so all my Vegas marketing for years was always, TV commercials, some PPC, we did Coke, we've done everything, right? But pretty much 99% of the time we would go on an in-person appointment in Vegas. And that's how we closed every deal for years. When I got onto Facebook, we tried to go on in-person appointments in Vegas, but we found that doing it virtual was better. And what really happened that I basically kind of observed was that for some reason with Facebook, they just want it now. They're just like, hey, like I filled out the form, like what's the price?
Right.
And we would be like, hey, well, we can't really give you a price. We got to go on an appointment, blah, blah, blah. And so we'd try to go on the appointment. And by the time we got on the appointment, they were already like signing with somebody else. Because they like want an answer now, which is good because it's high intent.
Yep.
But then, in Vegas, we switched to, just closing over the phone via Facebook, and it was better. Now, that being said, I've completely just cut just Vegas in general, and I'm just only nationwide. Now, like I said, nationwide also means that sometimes a Vegas lead will come through, but I don't have a separate Vegas budget anymore. I'm just purely nationwide at this point.
Nice.
I don't even want to flip anymore.
Are you still running TV ads?
No.
Okay. Dude, that was expensive.
Yeah. Did you do it?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's someone that was in Seattle that was doing it, and I got a buddy that was doing it too. And obviously, I mean, it seems like you guys cracked the code with Facebook ads. I mean, if that's generating you way better leads, then the TV ads just doesn't make sense.
When I first started TV in 2020, it was like $200 a lead in Vegas, which was great. By the time I was done, it was like $500-600, and you're like, these numbers don't make sense anymore. PPC was $1,000. It's like it's really hard to make money.
Yeah,
when your leads are that expensive.
Pineda, like, do you guys got a PPC figured out? Because dude, we're having trouble trying to figure out PPC.
We do no PPC.
What I heard is PPC. Like you would have to really invest into it. Like you won't see anything for at least a good, I don't know, man, 3 to 6 months. But you have to be really good at it.
We did PPC in Vegas for years. And it was honestly to protect the TV commercials. Because people would see the TV commercials all the time.
It's true.
And then they would Google home run offer.
True.
And then if we don't pop up.
That's true.
And my competitors were buying home run offer. Trying to capitalize on our class. These freaking guys, and they know who they are. But anyways, so now I do none. And I attempted PPC and Facebook because I go, hey, PPC is not like hard to do.
Yeah.
Facebook's way harder to do than PPC because when you really think about it, PPC is just picking keywords and bidding.
Okay.
There's no creative. There's no ad. Facebook is content.
Yeah.
You got to actually make an ad, creative, everything. Like you and I know how hard it is to make content, right?
Yeah.
So I always felt like I had an unfair advantage in making Facebook ads because I know how to make content better than all the competition. And so, and it is proven true.
Yeah.
I don't have a competitive advantage in PPC. Anyone can go into PPC and do it. That's why I think it's easier. And that's why I think the returns aren't as good. Takes not a lot of skill.
Interesting.
Yeah. When something is low barrier to entry, then more people do it.
Makes sense.
So anyways, I'm just rolling with Facebook until it stops working. And it will at some point. But I don't know. I don't see it happening anytime soon.
How much are you guys spending on Facebook ads now per month?
Well, it's interesting because, and I tell all my students this for anyone listening, like on the Facebook ads, I put that as a wealthy investor expense because we spend 6 figures a month just to create ads for the students. So I have to generate thousands of leads every month just to fill our student demand of leads because we have these lead packs that we give them.
Right.
With that, Home Run Offer also gets an allocation of those leads, not even anywhere close to the amount because I only have like 5 salespeople.
Okay.
And I don't want to get my salespeople more than 5 to 10 leads a day. So technically, Home Run Offer has 0 marketing spend with the way I do it.
That's smart.
So, you know, if I was to guess how much I would need to spend to do what we're doing with the cost of what I charge for lead packs and stuff, I don't know, maybe 20 to 30,000 would be able to generate, you know, our targets of 150K plus a month.
Nice.
And I want to spend more. Like I want to hire more salespeople and scale it now that we've got it pretty dialed in. But
so what does your team look like right now, Pineda, on your wholesaling side?
Yeah, so I have 3 salespeople who have been with me for years.
Okay.
Well, actually, one guy's been with me for 7 years.
Okay.
One guy 5 or 6, and then one guy, he's a new kid. He's like a little over a year.
Okay.
But then I just hired a couple more like brand new people this month, and so we'll see how they do. And then I only had 1 dispo the whole time.
Really?
Yep. And so I just hired a first new dispo.
Okay.
I have a COO who manages everything, a TC, and that's it. Like on that company, because you got to remember, like I said, my parent company, Pineda Co, does the rest. Like it does the marketing. You know, Javi will recruit salespeople because we just have this massive pipeline of salespeople for all the businesses.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that's the team.
Damn, dude. So
no VAs.
No VAs.
No.
Okay. So you
no setters or qualifiers. Like those people just call the leads.
Okay.
The moment they come in.
And you only have 1 dispo.
Well, now we have 2, but yeah.
Right.
Last year, all we had was 1.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, he got to be a killer.
She.
Oh, she?
Yeah.
Damn,
she's
dude.
Good.
Okay.
Yep, she's good.
Now, I mean, Pineda, okay, so, I mean, this has been a question that I always wanted to ask you, dude.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, when people trying to build too many things, all right, they end up getting themselves like I did, dude. When you're trying to do too many things, you caught yourself in a bad situation where you're really not making money anywhere.
Yep.
Dude, how are you able to build like so? Dude, are we allowed to talk about your toy thing?
You could talk about it.
Bro, like now you're launching toys.
I haven't launched it yet, but it's in the works.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, so how are you able to like manage like how many company are you running right now? How many business?
That are currently running and like currently being worked on to launch? Like 10.
Holy like, how are you able to do that and keep all of them profitable? Like now, is all of them profitable?
So right now, let's see how many there are.
So for those of you watching too, is one thing I love about Pineda is that this guy is transparency.
Yeah.
Like you can pretty much ask him anything, dude, and he'll tell you exactly what it is. Like there's no hiding with him.
So
that's why I'm asking him these questions.
Yeah. So there's 5 right now that are actively running in 7-figure businesses.
Okay.
Then there is my nonprofit. So there's really 6 that are actively running right now that have been running.
Yeah.
And then there's 4 that are in the process of launching. So I have a title company that's in the process of launching, the toys, like you mentioned, insurance that we're working on.
Okay.
And then, fitness. Yeah, we have a health thing coming out.
Really?
Yeah. And to be fair, most of those are partnerships. So like they're already existing businesses that we're going to take over and rebrand and
got it.
You know, all that.
Okay.
So yeah, 4 are being worked on. The fitness will launch in February. So that one will launch here in a minute. The insurance should hopefully launch in March.
Yep.
Title I thought was going to be done already, but because of licensing laws and everything else, I think that's April.
Okay.
Then what did I say? The toy is going to take a while because the toy we got to manufacture and get from China and, you know, all that crap. So I'm looking at that in like May, June. So like I'm kind of working on those because they all have, they all are going to take time and launch at different times.
Okay. So, I mean, dude, and you don't work weekends.
No. So, I mean, look, I've shared this transparently. 23 and 24 were when I got my butt kicked. I literally lost money in 23 and 24 because I had 50 plus house flips going on, lost millions. So even the millions I made in other stuff just got wiped out.
Yep.
And it was brutal. And in hindsight, one of the things I've thought about recently was, man, I wonder if I should have did what you did and cut my team, because I was bleeding money when we're losing money. And it's like, man, the natural thing is to cut team and, you know, other stuff. But I decided to just keep them going. And that causes us to lose more money. But I kind of thought that, man, you know what? I've spent so much time and energy building this great team, social team, you know, parent company, all this stuff. And I'm like, I know this is a temporary storm.
Sure.
You know, do I have enough cash to ride it out so I don't have to rebuild once we're out of it? And so I made the choice to keep everyone, and they're great people. And, you know, there were some people we laid off that didn't, you know, I don't want to say have value, but like weren't worth it.
Sure.
Or good culture fits. But, you know, we got through it. And then 25, you know, everything was profitable again. And 26 is looking like it could be the best year yet.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, as far as how do I manage it all?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have good people.
Mm.
You know, it's like I have good people in all the companies who do their thing. And I think the thing is like, there's still people holding them accountable who are good.
Mm.
So it's like, I think with your wholesale company, when you and Lon no longer held them accountable, that's why it failed, right?
Yep.
Had somebody been in there to hold them accountable, it would have been probably fine.
Yeah.
And so for me, I have people who are solely accountable to the success of that unit.
Mm.
So like Monty, my COO at Home Run Offer, I mean, he makes a percentage of the net profit. And so he is fully accountable to hitting the metrics. You know, Javi, these guys are the same way. I have somebody, you know, with the nonprofit, he's fully accountable to the nonprofit and what we're doing. And, you know, it's way easier for me to keep tabs on those guys than all the people that they manage. Like, I'm not in charge of hiring or firing any salesperson. You know, if a salesperson doesn't hit their quota, I expect them to be gone.
Right.
And whoever's accountable for them will do what needs to be done.
Right. Do you suggest people to focus on one or two business that they're building versus like 10, like you, Pineda? What's your take on that? Small versus big as well.
So repeat the question. Sorry.
So do you recommend people to focus on building one or two business, or hey, if they like to build like a lot like you, that they should do it?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? When you start a lot of businesses, you know, stuff is going to happen. Like many will fail. That's just the reality of, like, because even if you have one business, you're going to go through failures and stuff, right? You've had a wholesale business that went through failures last year. And after being successful for many, many years, right? And so I think just life happens. And then I think also, too, you just got to look at what fulfills you. So you kind of said, man, Lon didn't want to be in the business anymore. She wanted to do this. And, you know, that was a kind of fulfillment type deal. Like if I was only wholesaling, I would be not very happy. And I don't want that. Like I like to do lots of different things. You know, so that being said, you number one, you got to do what fulfills you. But number two, like what fulfills you isn't always profitable.
Correct.
So like, even if you think you like to do lots of things, can you actually do it? Because if you can't, then you can't. It's like, I could like to play basketball, but I'm not going to do it for a living.
Right.
You know, like, so at the end of the day, I think fulfillment matters, but I also think what pays the bills matters. And so if like your best skill that's always made you money is you closing deals and being on the phone, and I think you kind of like it. Do you like closing deals still?
I do.
All these years?
I do. I mean,
and you like making content?
Yes, dude. I love making content. But honestly, Pineda, I mean, the whole thing is here's where I'm at, man. Like, I love making content. I love teaching people as well. Like, I love my the whole coaching as well. But I can tell you right now, just being real, like if I don't make money from it, I'm not gonna like it. Like people talk about like passion. Oh, follow your passion. For me, dude, I don't know, man. For me, it's always been like follow the money. If I can make money and if I end up enjoy doing it, great. If not, if I don't make money and I enjoy it, dude, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. And I've said this before too. It's like, for me anyways, I don't necessarily like flipping houses. I've been doing it for 10 years now, but I'm not in it. I like making money from it.
Yeah.
I enjoy the result of it, but I'm personally not going to close deals anymore. I'm not going to jump on the phone with sellers. That ain't what I'm trying to do. So I think it's just picking the things you like to do in a profitable business. But here's the other part. So if you decide to do something else and it kills the profitable business, well, that's where the problem is.
Yeah. Do
you have the ability to put someone in charge of this and it will still function and make the same or slightly less? And in a perfect world, you put somebody in there and it makes more.
Yeah.
Like that's the perfect world. But, if you're a guy who wants to go do other stuff, a good outcome would be you put a guy in there and it makes the same.
Yeah.
And you may be even tolerating if it makes less, but it's still doing what you want. In your case, you put a guy in there and it made nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, this ain't going to work.
Yep.
And now you're back in it.
Yep. Pretty much. Now, what do you think about the whole social media, Pineda? Because from 2025, dude, the whole coaching is not the same like it used to be, especially now with AI coming out.
Yeah.
So I mean, that also been a 2025. That's also been a big battle for me as well. I mean, we have, the education has reduced like by, I would say like 50%.
Yeah. Yeah, I went through that in 24 and I had to revamp everything. I think I was like a year or two early to the things people are expecting now.
Yeah.
And so I kind of like already went through it. But I would say, yeah, I've said this a million times. Information just isn't valuable. I had Grant Cardone in here 2 days ago.
Damn.
And we talked about it. He goes, yeah, it's not valuable. And this is a guy who sold billion plus of information.
Yep.
And he kind of had the same mindset I had where people will pay for services. That's why he's trying to get into like financial services like insurance and IRAs and all the stuff that people are going to have to pay for anyways.
Sure.
And I'm more so like, I think that too. That's why I'm doing like an insurance thing.
Yeah.
But I am also a believer in experiences. That's why I started M19 for the golf, because it's like, the average member, I was showing you yesterday, the average member does $10 million a year in their business. So it's like, where are you going to go hang with guys who do $10 million a year and play sick golf courses together because you like golf? And like, it just doesn't exist.
You got some guy in there, what, at 200 million plus?
I'm not going to say. There's a lot of guys doing a lot. But like, it makes you think like, yeah, you can't buy that. And it's not even about information at that point. It's about the experience and being around, experiencing things with people that you want to experience things with. And I think that that's a big thing going forward. And then I said, like, even in our education company with Wealthy Investor, I decided, I was like, yeah, if people don't think information's valuable, I'm just not going to force it and be like, dude, my thing is so valuable. It's not.
Yeah. Go
on chat, go watch YouTube. Like, you can learn.
Yep.
There's no gatekeeping anymore. There's no secret methods that no one's ever heard of. So at that point, I just said, I'll just give you the information for free. I'll give you the coaching for free.
Yep.
Let's turn into a service company. And we'll, we make money off leads and softwares and, everything else that you're going to do anyway. That's why I'm starting the title company. Because if I could get everybody to do title with me that, we teach how to do deals, well, guess what? Like, you can even make less on the coaching and everything else because you're going to make it up with title.
Right.
If you really think about it, let's say in the coaching world, like $10,000 is like a normal coaching product. It's like, okay, you make it one time usually and it's done.
Yep.
Because you taught them how to do the thing. But if I get them to do just a few deals with me in title, that's $10,000. And ideally, they're going to do more than a few. Like if you start doing a lot of deals, it's a lot of money. So I'm kind of looking at it from the service perspective and everything else if I don't think that information is valuable.
I mean, You know, I've always thought about this, Pineda. You know, and Hamosi also mentioned something like this, and about running focus on one versus what you're doing is 10.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that? When someone said, "Hey, dude, just go all in on one, focus on one, not 10 different things."
I have contemplated this a lot because I give the same advice to almost everybody.
Yeah.
I do, because I'm like, well, Kong, I think you should just close deals. Like,
Yeah.
what's going to make you $100,000 a month?
Right.
You closing deals or you doing whatever?
Right.
Like, I don't know, but it seems like you'll make more
Yeah.
just closing deals, right? So most of the time when I'm, have people at our events, we're at our Forge event right now, and I'm usually like, do one thing really well. For me, I think the one thing has actually changed, and I actually do think I'm doing one thing. That's what people don't get. I think what I'm actually doing is running a marketing company. That's what I think I actually have. I think I just have a really good marketing company that I have ownership in different products. That's how I look at it. It's like the marketing funnel for wealthy investor and getting students is the exact same as getting somebody at a golf master. They're no different in terms of, it's just marketing and sales at the end of the day. What is wholesale? It's marketing and sales. It's just a service. What is tax? Marketing, sales to get people into the service. Now I have great people and all these things that are operators of whatever it is. Like we have coaches, accountants, people, but I don't do that. I just focus on the marketing and the sales. And that's why I think I can go into the insurance game, and it's just marketing and sales. The title company, it's just marketing, get people to go use the title company, and like they'll do the title. Like, to me, it's not rocket science to fulfill most of these products. They're all marketing for service-based businesses, essentially.
So is it because you're able to do 10, or maybe in the future, do you run 20? But is it because you're able to do that? Is it because you're able to have good people in place?
For sure.
In every single company?
Well, yeah, for the actual company and the product they fulfill. But if I think about like our parent company, Pineda Co., it's like the top level is recruiting great salespeople. A lot of people struggle at that. We can do that. Okay, we're also have the marketing department, which can make any kind of landing page, any kind of ad. We have knowledge on every kind of cost per lead and conversion across lots of different industries. We have my brand and a guy who can make the ads and crush it with the ads. And so regardless of the offer, as long as it aligns with what we already do, it's great. Because like if I get somebody for, the health product that we're launching, right? Basically, it's just going to be concierge health for business owners. They'll get workout plans, one-on-one coach, macros, hormone testing and TRT if they need it, and peptides, and literally one-stop shop for everything health-related, right? And it's like, that will get a ton of business owners. It aligns with me. I was a pro athlete for 8 years. I golf now for a living. Like, I am an athletic guy who takes my health seriously. I've never been fat. Like, I take my health very seriously, right? And I've partnered with somebody who knows all the back end and all that stuff, right? He's, run ultra marathons, has those, just that experience, right? And has thousands of testimonials for people they've already helped. So why is he bringing me in? Sales and marketing.
Sales and marketing.
Because he already has a great product.
Right.
And I'll make the product better too, because I know how to find little points where it's like, we shouldn't really do that. That's a waste of time. This could be better over here. Let's onboard. So like that stuff will still happen too, but I really don't think I'm like running a health. Like, I think I'm just running sales and marketing to a thing that I'm passionate about. And I think it's going to crush. And then I think those kind of people who join that may also be interested in M19 or tax services, so that's how I'm kind of looking at the world I'm building.
Okay.
So I guess to put the point, I don't think I'm doing different things. I think I'm doing one core thing that has different products.
Okay. But I mean, okay. So for me, when I'm shooting my content, you know, I say, dude, it's already hard to get people to focus on one offer, right? I mean, are you promoting like 10 different things
Well,
to get people to know that thing?
correct. So this is the problem that I uncovered with only being organic. When your whole business is strictly organic, yeah, you better promote the one thing. But I almost never really promote organically anymore. Almost all of our business comes from ads.
Got it.
So yeah, I'll talk about the various things that I'm doing, right? But like, I just named 10 things that people are, you know, like,
yeah, they went, oh my God.
Yeah, like they're not probably picking any of them right now because there's just too many choices, right? But after this, there will be an ad for each person because the algorithm already knows what that person's interested in. And then they're going to see an ad for M19 and they'll be like, bro, that's that thing Ryan was talking about with golf. Like, that's actually, you know what? That looks, I want to learn more about that.
Got it.
So almost all of our conversions come from ads, not call to actions organically.
Got it. So you use your organic to talk about all the product that you, or all the business or whatever that you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So,
but they're not hard call to actions or anything.
Just to raise awareness.
Awareness,
for example, you got it.
Expertise.
I got it. So, for example, just as all of a sudden you mentioned, you're going to obviously launch the toy company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's not even here for 6 months.
Correct. Yeah. But then when they see the ads, they're like, hey, I remember Pineda talks about that.
He did what he said.
Yep. Got it.
And that's the thing, right? So, and that builds trust. It's like, wow, he actually, that looks pretty tight.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, the toy looks pretty cool.
I did show a peek of the toy.
Yeah.
I told him nobody better take a picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I look at it. And that's the big shift. Because I think when you and I first started organic, and by the way, for the wholesalers, because this is like a wholesaling video.
Yep.
For everyone listening who wholesales or flips or does real estate or whatever else, it's like, to me, organic is part of the same thing of word of mouth, referrals, all that stuff, right? You don't spend any money on marketing. You just make content, network, you do all your stuff.
Makes sense.
And that's all I did from 2020 to 22. I really didn't run ads. I just organically talked about the different things I did. And so I would make a video solely about real estate. I'd make a video about tax. I'd make a video about realtors or whatever, right? And I realized, to your point, dude, like, it dilutes everything because you just can only make one video about the thing, right? And so once I finally learned ads, and it took years, I realized that, dude, I could have like 10 different things. And the people who aren't even interested in 8 of the 10 will never even see it. They won't even know it exists. They're only going to see the relevant thing that they're interested in. That's how good the algorithm is.
Got it.
And then eventually too, I don't even have to be the ads, right?
Right.
Like, you know, for the health thing, I'll make some just to test it. But, you know, the guy I partner with is jacked, more jacked than me, you know, and like, he's good on camera. And so the idea is that he actually is the ads. I could care less if I'm the ads. It's just about the money.
Right.
If I'm the better ad and I convert better, then I'll be the ad.
Got it.
If he's the better ad, great.
Got it.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
When we started running TV commercials for wholesale, you know, we were doing it with Doug Hopkins.
Yep.
And Doug, for those who don't know, he's been on the show, but, you know, he's a older white guy than me. And bigger, you know? So we have completely different demographics, right? And he filmed an ad for me and I filmed an ad for me.
Yeah.
Because I was literally like, well, this dude already kills it, you know? So if his ad works better, I have no ego about freaking using his face.
Right.
And I thought, because TV commercials are watched by old people, I'm like, well, this guy's older, he's white.
Makes sense.
He's probably going to perform better.
Yeah.
At the time, I was 30 years old, no beard, baby-faced. So I was like, I kind of am doubting if my ad might work with, you know, these older people who want to sell their home. My ad crushed his.
Really?
And so, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, cool. We'll just rip mine. And that's kind of how I look at all of them. Hey, if something's better than mine, then cool. I don't care. That's why I was asking you if you're the ad, because you really should try making ads.
Okay.
Because what if you perform better and you get twice the leads?
That's true.
If you haven't even tried it.
But dude, these AI are looking real good, bro. So, okay, so now Pineda, I mean, obviously this is about wholesaling and stuff like that. What do you think about, I mean, like, I see AI has impacted my wholesaling business, dude, tremendously. Lon, her whole entire goal, bro, and I think the AI is just going to get more and more crazy. I mean, and it's going to go and it's going to change. Dude, it's going to go real fast.
Yeah.
So Lon wants to eventually, dude, she wants to replace, dude, where she only have one person in the company.
Yeah.
Like she's now building the CRM where, dude, it's going to be able to dispo for you. It's going to be able to pull the flyers, post it for you, respond, you know, buyer text in. They'll be able to respond and all of that. Like, what do you think eventually what's going to happen with the whole AI world, man? I mean, it took a lot of people jobs out of business. Like, you know, the thumbnail, bro?
Yeah.
Chat
thumbnails are legit.
Bro, chat thumbnail just about, I would say 4 months ago, it was like, it was not good. But right now,
yeah,
dude, it's like A+, bro.
And it's only going to get better.
Chat's on beast mode.
Yeah. and there's a lot of other AIs that are better than chat at different things.
Sure.
That's the hard part, figuring out what AI is best for what,
right.
Because they all do different things.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, I've talked about AI a lot with just different people. I mean, it is going to continue to take jobs from everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's obviously taking, let's just call them digital jobs.
Sure.
Where people work on computers. Like, that's the easiest thing for it to take. But eventually, right? I mean, with these humanoid robots and everything, like they're going to do service-based jobs too.
For sure.
Now, that's going to take a little longer, but it inevitably will happen, right? And Elon's usually not wrong, you know? So, I mean, his prediction is that we live in a world of abundance where everybody basically has, like, the GDP of the world just grows so much bigger that there's so much money flowing through the system. People have so much more access to everything at way lower price. So it'll be interesting to see.
What do you, I mean, listen, Lon brought that up to me, man. And I obviously, and this is why Elon Musk is Elon Musk, man, but I cannot wrap my head around that where he's like, spend all your money.
It's not going to matter.
He's like, it's not going to matter. Spend it all.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that going to, I mean, how does it even work?
Yeah. I mean, let's just think about, well, and we'll think about this for a wholesale business too.
Yeah.
But like in a perfect world of society, let's say you have a robot that's basically free. Yeah. And this robot now cleans your house, does everything for you. And you don't have to pay all these costs anymore. And your living condition is infinitely better, right? Makes your food.
Yep.
So everyone has access to a private cleaner, chef, landscaper, everything. And it costs nothing. And it works 24/7. It literally will clean your house while you sleep and do stuff. Like, that's the world.
You pay once, got it.
You pay once and it does it forever.
Yep.
That's a crazy thing to think about, but it is going to happen.
Right.
Then you think about, you know, other things with it. And it's like, okay, well, what else gets cheaper? Housing eventually gets cheaper because they're going to figure out ways to build houses way cheaper. Yep. So cost of living goes down significantly. People don't have to drive. I mean, cars already can drive themselves and it'll just keep going. And then eventually you won't have to pay for a car anymore because it'll just drive you everywhere. So like you will live in a world where things basically cost nothing and you get everything.
Okay.
So I think that's his point of view where he's like, it doesn't really matter because everything's going to basically be done for you that you could need. And it's going to cost like almost nothing.
Okay.
But I think humans will come up with new jobs, new things and everything else. You'll just have to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Like being a YouTuber wasn't a thing until 10 years ago. Now look at this industry around it. Editors, videographers, you know, all this stuff. Content creators are things.
Yep.
And then, you know, whatever that happens. And then there will be the next thing that people create. And then the next thing and the next thing. People will always use technology to create new things. I don't think jobs will go away now.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I think people have freedom to do more fulfilling jobs.
Yeah. So, I mean, with Pineda, I mean, Lalon just sent me about, you know, Amazon, it's cutting X amount of jobs. You know, the one thing that I'm surprised, Pineda, is that you haven't launched your own voice AI service because, you know, with your personal brand,
I just don't believe in it yet.
Really?
Well, I just
like, dude, I mean, like,
no. Like if it doesn't work for me yet, then how I wouldn't sell it. Like it just doesn't work for me. I've tried it.
So you're saying if someone calls in and want to know about one of your service, your AI just can't answer the phone and help them out.
Not to the degree that I want. Like a human is still better for like how we're doing it now.
Right now.
Right now. Like the math is still better in favor of a human for us.
Like what? Like for me, when I call into Toyota try and get an oil change, I literally was like, dude, like this could be an AI.
For sure. I think customer service is easy, but I'm talking anyone who calls into us is for sales.
And you don't think that an AI would be able to close that?
Not yet.
You don't think so?
I have yet to find one person at a high level who AI is closing large ticket things.
Like a 5, 10, 20K? I
haven't found it. We're there the closer. Have you?
Well, you know what, Pineda? I launched right now. She just built so she built her first AI. We call her Alex.
Okay.
Her job is to filter and qualify the lead. And I tell you, dude, this chick is on freaking beast mode. Bro, obviously you pay for it once, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't ask for sick leave, work around the clock, right?
Oh, I get all that.
No, okay.
Yeah.
So, dude, she qualified the lead like a badass, bro.
Yeah.
Like a badass. She set me the appointment. So I think qualifying leads with AI now it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I consider that customer service.
Okay. So she just built and launched already, and we call them Ryan.
Ryan?
Dude, bro.
Did she name him after me?
No. So basically when we got into real estate.
Does he sound half Filipino?
Bro, let's be real, dude. You're not even Filipino, bro. To me, dude, you're full white. Like, dude, that one video that you wear shoes in the house, bro, that was enough for me to say, yeah, this guy's 100% Caucasian, bro. There's no Filipino in him at all. But dude, she just built our AI Ryan, and dude, I will send you some of her recording call.
Yeah,
bro, where she was on there, dude. So the seller gave her an objection. Well, you're making me an offer that's half that my tax assessed value.
Yeah,
and honestly, for me, I think the number one, I believe, right, beside getting leads, dude, like you can get leads now. You can join Pineda, and he'll give you leads.
Yep.
But I think the biggest thing, dude, is people get on the phone and they can't close.
Yeah, they suck.
They don't know what to say. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to negotiate. You sound like a scammer. You sound like an amateur. You don't know what you're talking about. They just say, oh, I want to think about it. Boom, hang up the phone, move to the next one.
Yep.
So for me, dude, I was like, okay, would I choose that? Or would I rather choose them might think this is AI?
Yeah.
And dude, when Ryan on AI, most of you that's watching this, if you never, dude, if you're like new or whatever, and the seller say, well, you're making me an offer. Right? That's less than half of half of my tax assessed value. Dude, she came back, dude, without thinking, well, you know, that's an estimation. It's what the county estimate you at. What we do is we take whatever is sold. Like some of you wouldn't even know what to say that or have to overcome that.
Yeah.
And I believe that the more sellers you talk to, dude, one day, Ryan, I will send you a recording where you actually close the seller with the contract proof to you, but not just the contract, but I will sell it.
Yeah.
And then send it to you, bro.
All right.
Because, dude, I believe that we're probably going to get there in the next month or two.
Month or two?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, and look, here's the thing. Your original question was, why don't I sell something? Because I don't do it. I only sell things I actually do, you know? So, yeah, back to health or golf or like, I just do all these things. I am users of these things. Therefore, I know they work.
Got it.
With the I've sold nothing AI yet because I don't have anything that works to the degree that I believe is worth selling.
I got it.
That being said, I do believe it will happen. Like, I do believe that AI will get good enough to close people.
Well, I mean, there's so many small business out there. Like, you know, Lon used to go get her skin treatment. You know, she's she's an operator. Her husband is also working, and he's taking call for her. And Lon's like, dude, why don't you just plug an AI in?
Yeah.
Yeah, pay X amount, and dude, it's like just.
But you know, like most of these
AI.
So when I've run the numbers, most of these AI callers, because I've tried different companies, they end up charging like a VA rate for the amount of usage that.
Why don't you build your own?
No, I know, but even still, you'll plug it into chat or whoever's the back end.
Yep.
And chat's still charging you per minute and everything.
Yep.
It ends up being very similar, is my point, as of today, cost-wise.
You think so? Dude.
Have you looked at your numbers?
Well, dude, I mean, like, bro, like in Seattle, the minimum wage now is $20 an hour.
Yeah.
But then you got to deal with.
But my guys are commission only.
Oh, okay. So okay, I got you. Well, I mean, like.
So my guys, like basically the way I look at it is right now they're commission-only closers.
Yep.
They're going to make 20% on the deal.
Right.
And
if they don't close, then you don't pay them.
they make nothing,
Yep.
right? And, you know, we're going to pay a lot of money for these leads and they're high quality. And so I can take a guy who I know can close and,
I got it.
you know, experience, and I'll just have them commission-only close.
I got it.
Or I give it to the AI who I will have to pay, but I want to pay commission, right? But I will pay usage.
Right.
And usage, my guess is based on how much we want them to work.
Right.
It will be thousands and thousands per month.
Okay.
Especially if you had them work, say, every lead, right?
Well, I mean, but you don't have to deal with training. You don't have to deal with managing them. You don't have to deal with
train them. Launch training them.
Well, I mean, it's more of you prompt them, you plug in. Obviously, you got to tweak as you go. But obviously, I think for us, dude, the less human that you work with, the less drama there is. Like the more human you work with, there's the more drama.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying.
So long as dude, she want.
But your original question was, do they close? And I said no. I have yet to find anyone who, in any industry, where AI is closing high ticket deals at scale.
Okay,
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. So, so my whole thing is now I understand why you haven't launched your own AI service and sell it to small business owner who is, can and simple AI call can just get him on the phone and just set an appointment. Yeah. I understand why now that you haven't done that, because you don't believe that it actually worked in your business yet.
Well, I don't believe it.
Correct.
It just hasn't.
Correct. And that's why you haven't done that.
Yeah.
I see.
And I talked to enough high-level people right here on this podcast.
Yep, I see.
And we talk about AI and other things, and they too do not do it yet.
Okay.
And they're smarter than me. And so until I hear about it in the masses, like truly being done at scale with high ticket things.
Okay. Well, okay, so Pineda, okay, so when we're talking about, like, obviously high tickets, obviously wholesaling. So you're saying an AI can't go in and set an appointment for your closer to...
They can set an appointment right now.
Okay.
But my closers call.
Correct.
And just hit leads themselves instantly.
So do you have AI that sets appointment for your closer?
We have AI who text and sets appointments.
But not call?
Not call.
Okay.
So here, I'll tell you our process right now. Our process is a lead comes in.
Yep.
AI texts them.
Yep.
AI is trying to set an appointment on a closer's calendar.
Correct.
But they're not qualifying them.
Yep.
They're just setting an appointment.
Okay.
Then what happens the moment that lead comes in is our CRM, this isn't even AI, calls the lead instantly. It routes to every acquisition manager.
I gotcha.
And whoever picks up the phone gets the lead.
I got it.
Now, when they pick it up, the lead may or may not answer because we're just calling them.
Right.
But that's how we do it.
Got it. So okay. So I understand now, because you guys are doing Facebook, because we do direct mail. So when we send out these letters, on there it's just a phone number. So obviously they can call or they can text, but most of them will call in.
See, we don't really get call-ins.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's Facebook. So for us, and that's why AI Alex, and that's why we're able,
your AI is getting a call in and customer service.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So if qualified, dude, it sets me appointment.
What about your Facebook leads? How do you guys work those?
Yeah, well, Facebook leads comes in, then obviously we are qualified them on the phone, right? So if it's
qualify them on the phone?
No, on the form.
On the form.
Yep.
Right.
So if it's cold or if it's warm lead, then we'll have the AI contact them or text with them. I call back all the hot leads.
Yeah.
Yep. So when I get them in, and then I just call all the hot leads.
Yeah. So you're kind of doing what we're doing with Facebook.
Yep.
We're just we assume they're all hot.
Okay.
We just call them.
So you guys don't have where you guys are qualifying, hey, what do you want? How much you owe? What's your reason for selling?
No.
You guys don't do that.
I think it's too much friction.
Really?
Yeah. I think it would double your cost per lead, and I think you'd be better off getting double the leads.
Where they're just submitting their name, their
email,
phone number, and email. Really?
And address.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think I have enough data that the volume is better doing it that way.
Have you ever tried the other way, though?
Yeah. We've tried lead forms. We've tried applications. I will give you an example where it does work. So at M19, my golf company, the funnel used to be an opt-in, name, email, phone number. Then after the opt-in, they'd fill out an app. And on the app, because we do have qualifiers to be in the group, we say, how much money did you make in revenue? What's your golf handicap? Are you a member of a private club? We ask them a lot of qualifying questions.
Okay.
So what we found was back then, I can't remember the numbers, but let's just say the opt-ins were like $20 to get an opt-in.
Okay.
Then to get an application, it was like $150 or $180 or something like that, right?
Okay.
To get a full application. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, let's get as many $20 leads as we can. And clearly the applications are far better, but let's at least get a partial lead.
Okay.
And we'll still call those. Well, after months of doing it, we realized that the partial leads never turned into anything. The applications were the only good ones. Now, that hasn't been always true in all my businesses. Like Wealthy Investor over the years, we would do an opt-in to an application, and the opt-ins did convert. So, you know, with the golf, I was like, okay, so the opt-ins clearly don't work. So what we did was I removed the opt-in, and if you go to like mastermind19.com right now, you can go look at it. The whole app is the main page. And so there's like 10 things to fill out if you want to even apply.
Right.
That dropped our application down to like 70 or 80 bucks going direct to application. And so now we get twice as many applications, which is exactly who we want. So I guess what I'm saying is every marketing funnel is different, and it's all testing.
Yeah.
It's all testing.
I mean, for us is that we qualify them right off the bat with everything. Hey, what you want, what you owe, what's the reason for selling, all of that. So that way, when we get a lead that comes in, we'll qualify them right off the bat. We know this is hot, this is cold, this is need to address right away. I think if you remove everything, yes, you'll get more form, but then, dude, you're gonna get a lot more junk. I mean, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
If all you do is fill out your name, your email address, and your phone number, without anything else, you're going to get a lot of those. And I think majority of those, now you don't know what's hot, what's warm, what's cold. And when you get a bunch of leads comes in, dude, you might be spending time talking to an unmotivated seller. That's just a time waster versus a hot lead.
Well, for us, this is how we also think about it, is that, I mean, you're looking at it from your perspective only. I'm looking at it from the perspective of, you know, students getting leads and everything else too.
Nope, I hear you.
So if I look at, would my students rather have 10 leads versus 50?
Correct.
Especially if you're just getting started in this business, what would you rather have?
Of course, 50.
50, right?
For sure.
The other part of it too is if you just think about the non-motivated sellers today, right? The way we do our leads in the back end, we'll still use the lead 90 days later.
Sure.
180 days later, right?
Makes sense.
180 is the max, right?
Yep.
But that unmotivated guy on day one, you know.
Yep, could be motivated.
Very likely to be
days.
motivated, you know, 60 to 120 days because they've been trying to get their offer. They can't. So for us, it's just a volume game is more important in that front. I would say if I was you and you're the only closer and you only got a couple hours a day you want to work, you're just like optimizing for hottest leads ever. I want nothing to do with anything else. So I think it depends on your capacity and what you're trying to do.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, you know, people say, hey, Khang, those leads comes in, you could sell those non-leads in H. Nope, I don't want to. Just like what Pineda said. My whole thing is, dude, Blah and I just want to build like a lean, mean machine. We just like a small team. Dude, if I can crank out 100,000 a month, bro, and I'm just working 1 to 2 hours a day, bro, and I get to do the rest of the things, creating content, building my brand, whatever it is, what I want to do, dude, I'm good. Like, Pineda, I mean, mad respect to you, bro. But honestly, like, dude, I have no interest in running 10 company with 50 or plus employee, bro. I have no interest in that. So Pineda, when I first got into the real estate game, and Fitzgerald is my mentor.
Yeah.
Right, he has a big operation, all that. Dude, I used to think that's what I want because I used to think that's what success looked like.
Yeah.
It's that you got to be busy. You got to have a big office. You got to have a lot of employee. It makes you feel like a boss. So for me, it's like at that time, I thought that was success.
Yeah.
Until I try to obviously get into the flip, and then I run my contractor. I got an agent team I got to work with, and I said, "Come on, man, shit." That's when I realized, dude. A lot of times, I think God. A lot of time you got to be careful what you wish for, because a lot of time what you think you want, and then you got it, you be like, dude, that's not even what I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me now, I realized, because of that, dude, I just want to keep my life simple.
Yeah.
I don't want to wake up with hundreds of $1,000 overhead. I don't want to wake up and deal with 50 employees or whatnot, man. My whole thing, Law and I right now, dude, we can make a couple $100,000 a month net, dude, and run small operations, allow us to go places. And I have I don't want to wake up, dude, and have obviously we're part of CGs, and these guys wakes up with $500,000 overhead, people that are having families depending, I just don't want that stress, dude. I don't want to wake up and feel like, oh man, dude, I got this big rock on my shoulder. Dude, if I want to leave, bro, for a month, I'll leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to report to anybody. If you don't work for the company, dude, that's kind of where Law and I are at.
Yeah. And I think once again, it just depends on what fulfills you and what makes you happy. I mean, I think probably 90% of people want to be like that.
Yeah.
They don't want the headache, the stress, the overhead, all that stuff. And then I look at it from my perspective, and I look at all the downsides of that. And I'm like, well, bro, you're still closing deals with sellers, bro. I don't want to do that. You have to go edit all your own videos and post. I ain't trying to do all that. The business will never sell. I'd like to build something I could sell and make a bunch of money at.
Sure.
I actually enjoy having staff and people's lives getting better and depending on me to, do well. And I've seen the fruit of their lives changed and their families and everything else. And then I also think too, it's kind of a different mindset as well with you guys are kind of free spirits who value just autonomy to just do whatever you want. And I think that's why you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Everything else, right? Because then you have actual
we feel
responsibilities.
Correct. We feel like, dude,
people who depend on you, just like employees.
Yeah.
Right?
I was like, okay, so you're telling me.
But I have 4 kids.
Correct.
This is all normal to me that people depend on me being successful.
For Law and I, it's like, okay, so you tell me that I sacrifice 10 years of my life to build an empire, so I can spend the next 18 years of my life to babysit, this, obviously, to this child. So Law and I was, so that's why we said, hey, we'll sacrifice our 18s or 20, to get to financial freedom. And then, dude, we want to spend the rest of our life to travel with no string attached. No, hey, I want to go, if Pineda calls me right now and he wants to go to Cancun, Mexico for a week, I'll be like, let's go. I don't have to worry about, oh man, I got to find babysitter. My kid, I can't trust babysitter, this and all that. So,
yeah. And that's the reality, right? It's just what is most important to you, right? Because the person who has kids would say, oh, bro, you have no idea,
Correct.
You're missing out.
Yep.
It is worth it
Correct.
to do those things. Going on vacation is not as valuable as every day getting that joy.
Correct. So, obviously, Law and I pick a very, very different route. Now, listen, Law and I, okay, I'll speak for myself. Dude, she loves dogs more than kids. but listen, dude, I love kids. Dude, don't get me wrong. It's not like I hate kid or anti people having kids. I would be here if my parents didn't like kids. No, I love kids, dude. When I see kids, I want to hang out with it.
You like kids when you want kids.
Correct.
When you on your own time.
Well, the thing is, Pineda, this is how I look at it. I look at it for example, you throw a party.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to your party, then party it up, and then leave the party with no string attached.
That's literally what you're doing.
Yeah. And then you do the cleanup, right? You throw the party, you do the cleanup. So, hey, if I want to hang out with baby, I'll go visit my niece or whatever it is, right? So for me, it's I'm not I'm anti people kids. I love kids. I love kids. But for me, it's having my own. It just feel like it just, for me anyways, it's just, I guess you're right. It's whatever. It just doesn't.
It's your personality, right? Because if you had kids and you never wanted them, for full time, and you have staff and employees, and now you're basically doing all these things you've never wanted to do. They're stressing you out. You're unhappy. That's kind of why I say you had asked originally a while ago just now that you're dude, do you think that people should do one thing versus lots of things? And I said, dude, I tried doing one thing in 24, basically all of 2024. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just try to do only real estate and let's see what happens.
Yep.
I was less happy and I made less money. And I'm just like, this sucks. And That's just me.
Yep.
But there are plenty of people who are employees. They're never meant to be an entrepreneur, right? They're like, bro, I want to go to work 9 to 5, know exactly what I'm getting paid, and I want to clock in, clock out, and be done, right? And, I can't look at those guys and be like, bro, you could do so much more.
Yeah.
They're like, you got problems 24/7 to you. They're like, Khang, you got to deal with this and that, hiring and like your life. I wouldn't want anything to do with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And they're just a 9 to 5 employee.
Right.
So I just think it's like, you got to decide what you want, but each one has different rewards.
Yeah.
Clearly, being an employee has pros and cons. Being, let's just say, a solopreneur, which you're representing like an advanced solopreneur.
Sure.
You're just getting VAs to do the stuff, but at the end, it's all relying on you.
Sure.
And then I'll represent somebody who wants to build an enterprise.
Yep.
Let's just say. And then there's guys like way bigger, building crazy things, raising billions of dollars, whatever, right? So I'm like not even close to what they're trying to do. But it's like everybody, they all have different rewards.
Sure.
Elon's reward is for all the crazy things he does, he gets to be the richest man in the world. And he'll be a trillionaire. And he'll change literally the entire world with his businesses. His businesses will have more impact on the world than probably anything else ever created. And like, you can't change the world being small. It just doesn't happen. Well, to his degree.
Correct. But okay, so now listen. Now, all that, it is true. But honestly, to me, I look at this, dude. At the end of the day, dude, it's your life. And obviously, just do whatever it is that makes you happy. Because when you die, Elon Musk, great. Who's going to remember you like, oh, man, this guy, So for me, it's like, it's focused on living the life that you now. I guess for me, I'm not out there trying to change the world. I'm just out there, dude, trying to live the life that I just want to build the life, the business around the life that I want to live. And
so let me challenge you.
And that's it. But also too, before I say this, Pineda, with the whole kids, because I know a lot of them is going to come at me, okay?
I don't think they are. There's a lot of people who don't want kids.
Yeah. So, I mean, with the whole kids things, I mean, my grew up like my parents, told me about, having kids and all that. And my mom still beat me up to today. Well, like, why don't you have kids? And she thinks I'm gay still. She's like, hey, it's the only reason why you can't have kids, Khang. You either can't produce or she can't or whatever it is, or you're gay, bro.
What do they call, she's your beard?
Yeah. Wait, go ahead, Pineda.
Well, I was just going to say, beyond your gay.
Yeah.
That's funny. But no, I was going to say, you're like, hey, I just want to just do what makes me happy. I would say, well, let me challenge you and say, do you think that is just selfish? Because you're like, I'm just concerned about my own happiness and well-being, and I just want to do the things I want to do.
Well, okay, so if you're only all about you, then yes. But for me, my biggest thing is honestly, dude, it's not my happiness. Like, the wife is the priority. Like, I honestly, dude, I still wait. Like, talking about, like, I wait. People be like, so right now, honestly, if we would just shut everything down, dude, I'm good. Lana have, like, we got rental, we got money in the bank. Like, we don't live this crazy lifestyle where, our cost is like $100,000 a month, right? So we're good. If we just want to shut everything down and be done, we can be done right now. But for me, dude, my happiness has always been like for Lon. Whatever makes her happy, dude. I want to make whatever she wants. I want to be the man to go out there, dude, and make it happen.
Yep.
Lon retired her mom, bought her mom a house. My mom is taken care of back in Vietnam and all of that, So I guess once you get your priority and everybody else out of the way, then I think if you just focus on you, I don't think it's selfish. Like, if let's just say if my mom was not being taken care of, Lon and mom still live in the trailer park, and Lon and I here all about, travel and enjoying and having the fun, dude, then yes, I think that would be selfish. Like, how can you be happy, right, when your parents are not taken care of, when your loved one is not taken care of, right? When the people you care about are taken care of. But Lon's mom is taken care of. My mom's taken care of, and all on, Will and I both don't want to have kids, and we just want to get to, and so I don't think once that is done and you focus on, yourself, I don't think it's selfish. I don't want to
Yeah.
change the world.
Yeah. So I think it all comes down to how you see the world and eternity in general, right? So, you mentioned one thing of like Elon dies and it's over, right? But this is why religion is a thing. And it's like, even for me as a Christian, what happens in eternity is far more important to me than what happens right now.
Sure.
Or any business or anything else, right? And so I think like your worldview of eternity impacts your decisions of, what you do on earth. And so like for me, if Jesus said the number one thing for us to do as Christians is to go and make disciples of all nations and to go serve others and to feed the poor and to do all these things, that is more important than yourself. And if I really believe it,
right,
then that is my number one objective over myself. And it becomes not about doing what makes me happy, but it becomes about doing, not even to have a place in eternity, because I don't think that saves you or gets you to heaven or any of these things. But it's because if I really believe Jesus is who he says he was, and that he said to go do these things, I am now convicted to go do these things. Because just like you, I was taken care of a long time ago myself, right? I took care of my wife.
Yep.
And my parents. Yep. And her in-laws.
Yep.
All that's good.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And it's the same deal. We could sell everything and just do whatever, right? Yep. But it's like, okay, but still, Jesus said, all that stuff, like, don't even matter. Sure. Like, this is what really matters.
Sure.
And so for me, that's kind of what motivates me at this point. And it's like, okay, what position did God put me in to do that? Because we all have different roles. Not everyone's an influencer or a business owner or an investor or whatever, right? But if you're a 9-to-5 guy and you call yourself a Christian, your number one job is to go and make disciples and treat people right and take care of people and serve people. That's literally your mission, is to go share the gospel. And so I think how you view eternity will dictate what you do on this life, because I think what a lot of rich people do is they themselves get good and then they just pursue pleasure and whatever makes them happy. But then at some point, there's only so many fun things you can do.
No, I hear you.
And you start to question and you're just like, man, and it doesn't even have anything to do with giving your kids. It's just like, man, I've achieved everything.
Yep.
What now?
Yep.
I've been to this place so many times. Yep. I've golfed this course so many. Like what? There's only so much fun where it's not fulfilling anymore.
Sure. So I'm Catholic, Pineda. So I think our like, my whole thing. Okay, like I don't want, like I'm not looking to build anything to change the world or revolutionize anything. My whole thing is, get my family taken care of. Now we're focused on us. And obviously, like I heard you talk a lot about giving back.
Yeah.
And I truly believe in it. I mean, Lon and I do charity already.
Yep.
I say, hey, that's my way of contributing to the world.
Yep. I think that's great.
So, I mean, what else? Like, I don't need to go out there and go and, I mean, here's what I believe. Like, I don't need, how do I say this? So for me, it's like, I'm doing my part already, that I don't need to go out there and have disciples follow me. I don't know if what I said makes sense.
You feel like you're doing what God has called you to do.
Honestly, Pineda, I don't know if I even think of it like that, to be honest. And people talk about like, well, so what's your calling? Why are you here on this earth? And what are you meant to do? All I can tell you is like, I don't know. But one thing I do know is that going to church does not make you a good person or go to heaven.
Agreed.
And if you don't go to church, does not make that you are a bad person and that you're going to go to hell.
Correct.
I believe it's what you do in general. That's what I believe. So, like, let's just say if you're like, oh, well, the only way to get to heaven is you got to follow Jesus. If I was, I mean, like, I was born in a family that my whole 3 generation was Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
So I have nothing else but to believe. I believe in baby Jesus. but the thing is, like, I don't know if it's true. Like, would Jesus say, hey, if you don't believe me or you don't follow me, you ain't gonna go to heaven? Like,
Jesus literally said that.
But how can someone?
It's John 14:6.
Well, the thing is, how can someone as a savior or whatever it is, like, what, I've never done anything, right? Well, we all have sin.
We all have sin.
Right? But I don't think that to the sin enough where you don't kill anybody, you don't murder anybody, you don't do like the bad crazy stuff. So unless I follow you, even if I'm bad, but if I follow you, I get to go to heaven? Like, how does that even make sense?
Well, I think the Christian and the Catholic belief is that when you fully believe in Jesus, you're going to be indwelled with the Holy Spirit. So now the Holy Spirit lives inside of you.
Okay.
And he's going to transform you from the inside out. Your actions and everything will change because now you have God living inside of you. And basically, the Bible talks about testing people. Do they have fruit? Meaning, are their actions any different today than they were before, right? You could in the Bible, you can be a murderer before, accept Jesus, transform, and now you're saved. And you're not judged by your past sin. That's the whole point of the gospel.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just telling you what the Bible says.
Sure.
If you don't believe it, you're just not really a Catholic. Like, you grew up that way culturally.
Like,
but that's what it says.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'll admit it, that I'm not a good Catholic person. Like, I felt like, going to church with my parent, I was forced to be there.
Yep.
Because I always believe, but like, I don't go to church anymore, but I pray every single morning.
Yeah.
So I do have Jesus at home where I get down and I pray every single morning. That's kind of like my ritual.
It's very cultural for you.
Yeah, correct.
Then there's a lot of cultural religions, whether it's Muslim or Hindu. They don't really know what the belief system is.
Pineda, I just believe more in what you do in the real life that dictates if you're going to go to heaven or not. Not necessarily. It's like, okay, I believe in Jesus. I go to church every single day. And then you be like, okay, you know what, man? Well, Jesus is going to forgive me. I'm going to go and murder or whatever it is and then come back. And like, if you...
We wouldn't believe that person was Christian.
Okay.
Either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't believe that a person who acts like that and does those things is Christian.
Right.
The Bible actually condemns that. Paul talks about it and says, these guys saying, oh, well, we should go sin because Jesus is going to forgive us.
Right.
He's like,
then they're not.
They ain't saved.
Got it.
So we're in agreement on that.
Sure.
And then we're also in agreement in that, like, when you accept Jesus, you naturally will change. You have to change.
That's okay. Yep.
And if you don't, it's probably a sign that you don't have the Holy Spirit.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah. With the murderers and these different things, there are literal Christians who were part of murders that we know are in heaven because the Bible says so. Guys like Paul, who wrote almost half the New Testament, he oversaw the murders of Christians. And then Jesus had an encounter with him. He completely changed. Right. And then he became, the greatest evangelist to ever live. But his background is he oversaw the killings of Christians.
Interesting.
And so, like, that's why I'd say it's like these things are just in the Bible. But like, and that's why I said it's like how your view of eternity will impact your view of what you do with the world and your life and your talent and your gift. And I would just say for me, one of the big things is, why do I keep pushing forward? There's a story in the Bible called the parable of the talents. And it talks about how essentially God gives everybody a certain level of talent, resource, ability, all these things, right? And he gives one guy 5 talents, which at that time a talent was actually money. He says, hey, I'm going to go leave. Here's 5. He gives another guy 2 and he gives another guy 1. And he says, hey, go and, multiply them.
Right.
And when I come back, let's see what you did.
Sure.
So he comes back. The guy with 5 turns it into 10. The guy with 2 turns it into 4. he's really happy with both of them. He's like, bro, great job. You turned
Right.
5 to 10. Great job. You turned 2 to 4. Awesome. It's not like the 5 to 10 guy was better than the 2 to 4. He's like hyped.
Yep.
Then one guy who had 1, he goes, dude, I was so scared because I only had 1. So I buried it and I didn't want to lose it. And so, now that you came back, here's your 1 back. And he goes, bro, you're wicked. You are so wicked. You could have put it in the bank and got interest. You just chose to bury your talent and everything else out of fear. And he says, I'm going to cast you away into the fire, basically saying you're going to hell. And really, the way I interpret this story a lot is that every single person on the earth is born with talent, resource, ability, all different.
Sure.
We all have different levels.
Sure.
But we are going to be held accountable for what we do with the talent that we were given. And so for me, I want to be able to come on Judgment Day and be like, yo, Ryan, you made the most of what you were given. You multiplied all the resource and everything you had. You weren't fearful. You didn't get complacent. You didn't get lazy. You made the most of what you had. And it wasn't easy, but you did it. And, like Jesus is literally happy about that, right? Because there are times where I know there's something I should do, and I feel like God's called me to do it, and I don't do it because of laziness, fear. Oh, is that really what I'm supposed to do? And then, we don't do that. And in faith, we would call that just disobedience. When you don't do something you're supposed to.
So how do you know that you have a calling to do? Like, because I see now, Pineda, it seems like you have the kingdom, like I know you're
Our
very
Tent Makers nonprofit.
You're very passionate about speaking the word of Christ and getting everyone. Do you believe that to be your calling?
And I believe that every Christian's calling is to proclaim the gospel. The Bible tells us so. It's not just my calling. What I believe is you're to do it in your own way based on your talent and resource. So if God gave me the talent and ability to throw events just like this, to make content and do media, why would I only do it teaching people how to flip houses and play golf with me and make money on business, but I don't do it for this? Like, it just occurred to me one day years ago.
So let me ask you this question, Pineda, and I'm going to challenge you this.
Okay.
Would you do all of this for free without making anything?
Businesses?
Everything. So you just mentioned, okay? You just mentioned. So Jesus gave me this talent to create content, to impact people. But what if you were not making money from it?
Well, I don't make money from the nonprofit. So yeah, I already do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Nonprofit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, from the nonprofit stuff that we do.
Yep.
I donate to it.
Yep.
I don't make anything from it.
Okay. Makes sense.
The golf I would do. I would totally go golf. I would not flip houses. No, I don't give a crap about that.
Yep.
I would still do events and different things.
Sure.
Like, I love just getting people together. Yep. I wouldn't do tax and other stuff. No, I wouldn't do most business things unless they made money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I've heard you talk about this multiple times with Christians. Most people believe, obviously, money is evil.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't, but you don't seem to believe in that. Like,
well, the Bible doesn't say that.
I don't believe in that either.
I know. People just don't read the
For
Bible.
me, the more money, the merrier, bro.
Well, no, the Bible says, the love of money is the root of all evil. So when you love money more than you love people, and you love money more than you love your spouse and your kids, that's why these people end up in trouble, right? I'm just pursuing making money and building my business, and then I neglect my family. I neglect getting closer to God.
Yep.
That's because you're loving money. But like, for me, it never talks about money is bad. Okay. King Solomon was the richest person to ever live and walk the earth.
Okay.
There were so many rich Christians who funded Jesus's ministry, who funded the church. And all of these people throughout the Bible are like named as like, dude, thankfully we had their generosity and everything else.
Absolutely.
So no, like, people who think that, they misinterpret the actual scripture. It's not that money is the root of all evil. The love of money.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think most people who watch my stuff, they agree with that too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a broke Christian mindset.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, you know, just, I mean, this is an extreme, but gun don't kill people.
Right.
People kill people.
Yeah. You can use anything to kill
Yeah.
someone.
Correct.
A gun is just a tool.
Yep.
People think social media is bad.
Yep.
It's like, it's as bad as you make it to be.
That's
it's
true.
just a thing.
Yep. And money's just a tool.
It's just
Depending
a
on
thing.
what you want to do with it.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Yep. Yeah. And having a career and a job, it's good.
Yeah.
You know, how many people say wholesalers are bad? You know, like,
Yeah.
they're just taking equity from people.
All the time. I hear it all the time.
Right.
Yep.
But it's like, you know, how many people have you helped?
Yeah.
That were in a bad situation? It just is what you make of it.
Yeah.
You know, I bought many wholesale deals where I lost money. You know, the seller made out.
Yeah.
Everyone won but me.
Yep.
You know, so it's just different.
Yeah.
You know, but dude, this has been a great conversation.
No, I've never had anything so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be talking more about it.
Sure.
But I appreciate you, bro. If people want to connect with you, what should they do?
Yeah. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just at Real King Khang.
Okay.
And Pineda, it is such an honor to be sitting here because I know this seat right here, man, has been sat by some most successful, powerful men and women on this planet. So it is an honor to be sitting here. And for those of you who have an opportunity to sit here with Pineda, man, dude, thank you so much, bro.
Appreciate
it.
Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
I'm at dinner last night, and the guy's like, you may have bought the single best piece of real estate in the country.
How much was it?
230 million.
Wow.
What was that per
It's the
door?
largest, 600.
Okay.
It was the largest multifamily purchase in South Florida last year,
Wow.
done by a regular guy.